Hey everybody at Music Row, this is Stacey Croft, and I sure have enjoyed getting to see many of you this Advent season, both in person and online, and getting to talk with you and catch up. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to come to you with a message that many of you may have received an email from myself and the other pastors regarding how we're reacting as a church as a whole to the governor's stay-at-home order. And for particularly us as Music Row, how it impacts us as a church. And especially because we meet at Scarrett Bennett in a respect and in light of the space that we rent and use. We as a church at Music Row are going to be online only from December 27th through January, the month. So the entire month of January specifically is going to be online only, and December 27th. So in this way, I wanted to encourage us about how we react to that in light of it. I've loved the way our Advent series has been, A Weary World Rejoices, because in that is such a rich description of what we need as Christians. How do we react to the Advent, our Savior coming, as a weary world in the midst of everything that has worn us down? None of us are surprised, probably even are used to being online only for so many things, working from home, doing those things, but it has worn us down. I know for many of you as well as myself, it hits us again of that question of again. But the beauty of that hymn that we take that line, A Weary World Rejoices, is that right before that, it starts with a thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices. And I want us as a church to respond with, what does that mean for us to have a thrill of hope? What if instead, during this period, even going in from 2020 into January of 2021, we have a thrill of hope about what God is doing? And I want to encourage us by doing a few things. One is how we participate in worship. We worship together. I want to strongly encourage us to get online and worship together, to actively participate and own our church together as we do that online. We'll be filming from Scarrett Bennett. We'll be there, and we want your active participation. We'll be even asking many of you to participate live as we do that. As well as worshiping at home, we want to supply you more devotional material and ways to really dig into our new series, The Gospel of Mark, which we can't wait to walk through in the new year. And then also, how do you participate in connecting? As many of you already have, you're a part of connect groups as well as 4 groups, men's and women's Bible studies. And we want to actually ask more of you to be involved in those, to jump back into those if you've already are a part of one, but also maybe start a new one and begin connecting through small ways that keep you relationally involved. That's what we need. And then finally, the way we serve. I really want to encourage all of us, as much as we're weary and tired of being at home and having to do all the things that we've had to do and almost feels like we're starting over, but to respect and own what it means for us as a church to serve our neighbors and our city by showing as Christians how we love one another by our distancing, by our respecting the stay-at-home order, as well as reaching out, calling those around us, caring for our neighbors by wisely socially distancing, but also wisely asking, how are you doing? And how do we care? And then also, as we end this year, just to encourage, as you have been so gracious and generous, to continue finishing 2020 strong by our giving. At the end of the year is where we look oftentimes to where we are to monetarily care and show financial support and love. You all have been so gracious, and we want to continue to encourage that by fiduciary means to support our partners, support our ministries, and support those even in our church that have gotten COVID-19 and have had layoffs or very difficult times. Look, we love you as a church. Our staff loves you so dearly, and we count it a privilege to pray for you. And as we look forward to the next season, as we walk through the series in Mark, we look forward to not only celebrating the arrival of Jesus, but looking at his ministry and how it has impacted every part of our life, how that thrill of hope becomes a reality in every way as we look at that gospel and as the good news transforms our lives together as a church. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and we love you, Music Row.